Good morning, happy Thursday, everybody. Um, okay, look, for all intents and purposes, I probably could just say who's going to win tonight and end the video here, which, come on. The Patriots are going to win tonight. We all know that. That's the video, bye. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that to you guys. You can't just see some entertainment, and so, funny enough, I actually do have, I guess you can kind of say this is an entertaining story. But before I get into that, let's get to my little Muhammad act of kindness. You know what? There's a possibility I'm going to sound like a broken record for the next several months, but it's cold out. Not as cold. Actually, yesterday wasn't as cold as Tuesday was. I'll say that, but still very cold. My high is I got to talk to my mom a couple of times. That was great. And my act of kindness was, actually talking to my mom was my act of kindness because I talked to her a couple of times, actually. So, with all that said, I told you I had a rather entertaining story. Well, it's entertaining if you're sort of into like corny, I guess kind of romantic stuff, but I've shared before in the past, if I felt like I could remember this, that I've had, pretty crazy dreams. And last night's dream was like a combination of like, I don't know how to feel about it. I really don't. Because it's the kind of dream that like, it fills your heart with hope, but as soon as you wake up, like, oh, that's never gonna happen. Oh, but yeah, it's that kind of dream. So, keep in mind, I barely remember all the circumstances to how it got to that moment, other than it's so weird. Okay, well, I should back up and give you some context. So, there is someone I've kind of had my eye on, and let's just say, this month of November, yeah, I think she's still in the month of November, but is relatively important to them. And so, and here's where the dream gets crazy. I heard this girl, obviously it's a girl, was going to be at some beach. I forget the name of the beach, but I just know that she was going to be at a beach. And what I'm about to tell you took place at a beach in the dream, of course. And obviously everyone knows that dreams make absolutely no sense. But, so I get to this beach and I see this girl there. And we talk for a few minutes. And by a few minutes, I mean the duration of what I'm about to tell you. She asks, what brings you here? Like, note that she says, what brings you here? Like, if she said, what are you doing here? That can come across as a, kind of a negative connotation. Like, oh my God, what are you doing here? Like, just like asking what brings you here. That's actually more upbeat, I feel, in this scenario. And okay, ladies, you're either gonna find this really sweet or really cheesy or both. But in the dream, I said, well, I came here to see you. I'm looking in this direction at her in the dream. And that's when I woke up. Yeah. I've had crazy dreams throughout my life, but it's dreams like that that kind of fill you with hope. Like, no kidding. I think I probably shared this story once. I once had a dream where I was like sharing, like on a stage with like a girl. There's like a crowd of people like cheering us, and like we both hug. I could not tell you who the girl was. I do remember that she was a brunette though. I remember she was a brunette. That part I definitely remember. I guess maybe I have a thing for brunettes, I suppose. I don't know. Actually, it doesn't really matter to me what color hair a girl has. I'm not really picky on that. I mean, honestly, I guess like if it looks good on a girl, I'm just gonna find that attractive, I suppose. Or it's weird. Like there have been people I've known for many, many, many years whose appearances have changed. And it's very rare that I dislike any of the changes they make. For example, a girl like changing the color of her hair from like say blonde to brunette. I guess because I've known them like for as long as I have. If they decide to make a change, it doesn't really bother me because they're still the exact same person. They're just, like a different hairstyle, for example, I guess. I don't know. I try not to be judgmental on those things because, I mean, Lord knows I'm not perfect. I mean, there's plenty of things that, I need to work on as well. I mean, I like to think I've been doing better, don't get me wrong, but, I mean, I guess we all feel that way. I mean, no one's ever perfect. I mean, Lord, I once heard that there are guys who have like their idea for like their dream girl. And they wind up being with someone who barely even remotely fits any of that description of what their dream girl is. But here's the kicker. They're very, very, very happy. And that's, that's got to be the ultimate trade-off. It is. I mean, sometimes, guys and girls get lucky. You have scenarios like high school sweethearts that, get married and they're very happy for the rest of their lives, and that's great. It's actually very beautiful when that happens. Or maybe they're college sweethearts, same thing. I mean, I guess it's probably a bad time to mention that I have used dating apps before, and I'll be honest, it's nice to meet people on them, to be sure. It doesn't feel right, though. I guess maybe I'm old school like that. It just doesn't feel, I don't know, clean, I guess. Like it or not, I guess I'm the kind of person where, if I am going to shoot my shot, I'd rather do it in person and have her, again, completely reject me, which would suck, don't get me wrong. But I guess it's a lot better than any of this online stuff or whatever. But I'll be honest, because some dating apps let you see where this person is from. If I'm on a dating app, I don't want them to be, from my home area. Just because, that'd be too much drama. Or, what if it doesn't work out? Everyone in, my home area is going to know. Understand? That would just provide too much drama if, for whatever reason, the relationship doesn't work out. But the problem is, if you like a girl on a dating app that lives far away, I mean, listen, everybody knows long-distance relationships suck. I mean, I mentioned the whole high school sweethearts thing. I've also seen plenty of scenarios where, and this is kind of why I'm like, really kind of against, like, the older guy, younger girl thing. And that's because, like, there are so many times where there was a girl that I liked who was in a relationship with a guy who wasn't even at the school. Either they were at a different school or they were in college. And none of those relationships lasted. Like, none of them lasted, save for one. I've seen one relationship of that sort that lasted. And the only reason why it lasted was because the guy himself didn't go to college. He went to the army. He went to the military. Yes, this guy is a veteran. And now I know why I support veterans. And I do believe he also served in Iraqi Storm. So, yeah, war hero and a veteran. So, I can't even be mad at that. And yes, I mentioned older guy, younger girl. Yes, there's something to be said about when the reverse happens, to be sure. But, come on, man. Like, it happens to far too many of the former than the latter. Like, too many older guys dating girls that are younger than they are. In some cases, at the very least, old enough to be their teenage dad. And I'm like, you really can't find anyone else your own age? Like, really? This is why personally I have a bit of a cutoff. Like, full stop, my cutoff is, because, hey, for reference, I was born on December 28th, 1989. That was my birthday. My cutoff is 11:59 and 59 seconds on June 30th, 1990. That's 6 months after I was born. Basically, I go by school year, and obviously by that point you'd be graduated in June. Now, if I had to go do July of 1990, therefore it would be 11:59, 59 seconds on July 31st, 1990, I would do that if I had to. But that's it. Because again, August is when people start going back to school. And, you know, if you didn't graduate, you know, in June of 2008 like I did, you know, I'm not going to be interested. But that's just me. I mean, that's not to say I haven't seen any girls that are much younger than me that are. I mean, I've seen plenty of girls that are attractive that are a lot younger than I am, sure. And yeah, the idea of dating them would be okay, but I know it would be kind of creepy too. So that's why I don't do it. Sorry, this video isn't really, you know, the sort of usual fun sort of stuff. I mean, listen, the Patriots are playing the Jets. The Patriots got this in the bag. They have to literally go out of their way to lose this game if they want to, if they wind up losing. Because the Jets are terrible, man. Like, the Jets are terrible. The Patriots are going to win, which I feel bad for Bills fans because it really does feel like history's repeating itself. Seriously, the Bills would make the playoffs right now, but they're like the 6th seed. Like, what? Like, this was supposed to be the year the Bills finally, like, with Kansas City doing horrible, like, this should be the year the Bills finally, like, get it done. And they're not. Unless they're probably saving themselves for the playoffs, which, I mean, I guess you could do that, but would you really want to do that to yourself? Not to say, I mean, don't get me wrong. Some wild card teams have won the Super Bowl in the past. The 2000 Ravens, the 2007-2008 Giants, the 2010-2011 Packers, I believe, were a wild card team. So, actually, you know what? The Bucs that just won the championship with Tom Brady, they were a wild card team too. So it's not unheard of. But yeah, there's something to be said about getting that rest and being able to play well in the playoffs. I don't know. But yeah, the Patriots got this in the bag. They're going to win tonight. I know they are. Against the Jets? Are they even going to... seriously, like, I get the feeling like Patriots fans and Jets fans will go to that game just to see their teams play, but they all virtually know the outcome. I mean, every once in a while you get like a delusional person be like, yeah, the Jets are going to win. Really, dude? You really want to live in that dreamland? The sad part is, like, in the beginning of this year, the Jets didn't look too bad. But it's the Jets, and they're terrible. Right, but let's get back to what I was talking about. I don't know. I guess emotionally I'm going through some, heartache. You know what I mean? I mean, I've only had one relationship ever, and that was back in 2007, so what would I know? I mean, it is nice. I mean, every once in a while someone will say I'm a nice guy, which is great. I appreciate that, but apparently, unfortunately, being a nice guy doesn't get to, do so much as hold a girl's hand, so what would I know? Again, sorry if this is kind of like depressing. I'm actually kind of getting weepy thinking about it myself. So I'll end it with this. I guess maybe I've been under a lot of stress lately for personal things. But as long as I can physically get up and do things, I've got plenty of fight in me. And that's got to be the mentality I take. So, actually, how long have I been talking? Oh, shoot, I've been talking for almost 17 minutes. Yeah. But, you know what? It's a good thing that I'm talking about this today because I am going to be seeing someone later today who I can definitely talk to. So I'm going to do just that. I hope you like this video. If you like this video on YouTube channel, follow my social media. As always, I'm your home news video for all you guys watching Joe Name. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to him, always be here to lend me. Always your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.